You know what, by now I kind of thought I would have had like a default intro for this channel, but I kind of like the free-flowing nature of it. So what's up guys, Alex here. Happy New Year. Hope you're all doing well. I hope your training's going well. I know the world is kind of still in lockdown, so it's making things difficult, but I hope you are making the best of whatever situation you have, and may the gains be with you. It's just me today. Socks is incredibly busy this week, but I thought we'd just kind of chat because I want to kick off the year. I want to talk about some goals for the year. I want to reflect on last year and just kind of give you guys a quick update because we're back now. I did take a few weeks off over Christmas. I was going to try and get a video done, but honestly, it was a very busy year. I was kind of tired. I kept up with my training. Training is still going strong, but over the Christmas period, I was like, I just need to rest. Had a couple of weeks off. I took a little diet break. I ate all the food that I wanted to. So your boy ate a lot of Christmas cake, a lot of Christmas pudding, a lot of turkey, pigs in blankets, basically all of it. But we're back on it now. We're back on the straight and narrow. I'm back on the diet, back on the goals, back on the games, and yeah, today I want to talk about some goals for the year. So let's get started and let's dive into a brand new video. Alright, so first things first, I want to reflect on last year because of course, you know, we kicked off video games last year. Very beginning of last year was the launch of this channel. I want to say a massive thank you to all of you for the incredible support. We've kind of, you know, already started to build a community around this, which is exactly what we wanted to do. The idea behind video games was to build a community of people, like-minded people that both like to lift weights and play video games, because the two definitely go hand in hand. So we did that. We started to do that. And of course, throughout the year, you know, shared some stories, hit some goals, done a lot of cool stuff. And I want to go bigger and better this year. I really want to make sure that we kind of, you know, further build that community. I want to help people. If any of you guys out there are watching this and you want to get into lifting, you want to get into training, you want some help with your nutrition, let me know. Let me know in the comments down below. What do you want to see on the channel this year? Because I really want to help people. I really want to kind of make this year a chance just to kind of get more people active, more people lifting, assuming you want to. If you don't really care, then that's fair enough. But if you want to, let's make it happen together. But yeah, if you look back at kind of the beginning of last year, we of course said we had a few goals. Some of them were PR related. I didn't quite hit the 1,000-pound club last year, but I did get my 100 kilogram bench, or 105 kilograms in fact. So currently PR wise, I'm sitting at 200 kg deadlift, 105 kilogram bench, or floor press shall we say, and 140 kilogram squats. So that's where I'm currently at. I do want to test, I got a couple of new slim Olympic steel plates for Christmas, so I can now actually test above 200 kilograms on deadlift, because up until this point, I've literally just been capped at 200 because all my bumper plates are like flipping Michelin tires and you just can't like get anything more on the bar. So very excited to try that out, but I am kind of taking a little sort of sidestep from that because my current training phase, my trainer actually has me doing sumo deadlifts, which I have never done before. I'm actually welcoming the challenge, but I'll speak more about that later. I think I've got like a video planned that I want to kind of talk about my experience with sumo soon, so keep it locked for that. But yeah, hit some PRs last year, but one of the main goals was of course to get lean and hopefully try and reveal those abs. I got very close, I'll be honest. I didn't quite get there. I filmed a little video. Forgive my posing, all right? I don't know how to pose. Maybe I should watch some videos on how to do bodybuilding posing so I can actually see how I'm doing. So forgive this, but I'm gonna share it with you guys because this is basically at the end of last year. This was in December, just before I took my diet break, so just before I decided to eat my body weight in food. And honestly, I'm really happy with the progress I made. Like, I didn't quite get to my goal. According to my like wildly inaccurate home body scales that kind of give me an estimate, I'm sitting at around 14% body fat, which is, you know, the lowest I've ever been, the leanest I've ever been, but I do still want to get to, you know, typically for men, I mean, it can vary depending on body types and what, but typically around the 10 to 12% mark is when you start to kind of really see that definition. So I've got, ideally, at the least, 2% more to go, at the highest, maybe 4%. I don't really have any aspirations to go any lower than that, but that is basically what we're doing. So started the new year, I'm back on that goal. I'm hoping that within the next kind of 3 months, I'm thinking like the first quarter of the year, if I can kind of really dial it in and stay hyper-focused, which I'm doing, then hopefully we can get there. But overall, I'm still super happy with the progress I've made. When I started training with my new trainer, Luke Tulloch, we, you know, this was in August versus December. So that progress alone, I was actually super happy with. So definitely positives for last year. But if we turn our attention to this year, what are my main goals? Well, there's two things really. Obviously, the first one is what I just spoke about. I still want to complete my lean goal. So I still want to get to that sort of 10, 12% body fat point so that I can kind of just, it's just one of those things that, you know, if you didn't see our video at the beginning of last year for our goals, it's just something that I personally have never done. I mean, there's loads of different kind of goals in, you know, in lifting, and I'm much more focused on building my strength, but I still do want to kind of get to that physique point where like it's just something that I've just never achieved. So I feel like it'll be a nice thing to be able to like tick it off the list and say, I've done it. Then I can obviously go from there. However, on the flip side of that, I also do want to actually try and get involved in, like properly involved in powerlifting this year, because I've now been training for 4 going on 5 years now, and most of my training has always been powerlifting style training or power building. Like my current plan is power building. It's kind of got the 3 compounds plus some bodybuilding kind of accessories in there just to sort of like fill out the shape. But I really want to kind of get involved in the powerlifting community, so this year I do want to try and get involved in my very first novice powerlifting competition. That is going to be much later, because obviously in the UK right now, we're still in lockdown. I don't know when tournaments are going to happen. You know, reading up on all the kind of UK tournaments, a lot of that stuff is just on hold right now. So it kind of works quite well, because it then means the first half of the year, I can focus on my goals for like physique. I can kind of still lean down, get to that goal, and hopefully by the time we get to say mid-year, we might be getting some clarity on where the world is going, whether the apocalypse is going to end, and if it does, then I really want to start getting involved in actual powerlifting meets, kind of do my first meet, not from a, you know, I'm not, weirdly speaking, a hugely competitive person. Like, I just want to compete for myself. I just want to sort of see what I can do on like a stage. I thought that'd be kind of fun. So that is kind of my other big goal this year. I guess outside of that, deadlift wise, I do want to kind of break through my current PR. And of course, same for like squats and bench, but that's kind of everyone's goal, right? You always want to chase bigger numbers. I want to lift more. I want to get big and strong. And of course, I want to get ready for God of War Ragnarok. Speaking of which, I finally finished God of War over Christmas. Oh my gosh. I mean, I feel ashamed that it has taken me this long. When God of War first came out, I played the beginning of it. I played like, I don't know, the first sort of 3-4 hours. Loved it, but at the time there was other stuff going on and I never finished it. And I'm like one of those people where when I start playing games, if I don't just finish it in the week that I'm playing it, it just gets put on the back burner, and I just never went back to it. And I was ashamed, especially considering like I'm trying to be like Kratos. Like, how can I want to be like this person, but I haven't finished the game? It was just an insult. But anyway, over Christmas, I sat down, I completed God of War. Fantastic game, absolutely loving it. I am now incredibly excited for Ragnarok. So the goal is that I want to be in my best possible physical and strength form by the time Ragnarok comes out, because then we can do some cool stuff. Like, if you guys caught Witcher Workout last year, that's another thing I'm super happy about. If you guys missed it, then of course Witcher Workout was one of the kind of big projects we worked on last year for this, kind of taking The Witcher, turning it into an actionable workout plan. I want to do the same for God of War, but I want to be ready for it. I want to make sure that when I'm there, like maybe we can even go one step further and do a full old cosplay and actually have me as Kratos in that. That could be epic. But anyway, those are the goals. So this year, continue to get lean, lift some heavy weight, and continue to build this community. Let me know what you guys are doing this year. What are your goals? What are you working towards? You know, maybe you're kind of stuck in lockdown and you just want to get started. Maybe you're already lifting and you kind of want to hit some new goals. Like, let me know what you guys are doing this year. Also, let me know what games you're looking forward to this year. And keep it locked, because we're going to be doing plenty more on this channel. I've got big plans this year. I want to share it with you guys. So if you're excited for this, if you're new here, by the way, check out some of the other videos. Basically, on this channel, we lift stuff and we play games. So that's it. Stay tuned on the socials, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, turn on notifications so you don't miss our, you know, random upload schedule, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.